The gun seized from Leroy Russell, stage name Tommy Lee Sparta, is linked to the taking out of two high-profile members of the British link-up crew, Father Roy Fowl and Oney. This doesn't look good for the dancehall entertainer. Hi again and welcome. This is MVr3 TV Let's Talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. We ask you, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with the latest report. We'll be right back after the break with the details. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is MVr3 TV Let's Talk. If it's the first time you're watching, please do the golden rule and subscribe to the channel so you're updated with the latest report. What a shocking revelation that broke yesterday in relation to the updated version of the ballistic test that took place on the gun that was taken from dancehall entertainer Leroy Russell, stage name Tommy Lee Sparta. Now, this doesn't look good on the side of the dancehall entertainer who is actually facing a illegal possession of firearm charge and ammunition. Fast forward a week later, the gun is linked to the high-profile killing of Roy Fowl and Oney British, two prominent and popular figures of the British link-up crew. Now, this raised many questions without answers. How did Tommy Lee came in possession of the gun that was used for the demise of these two high-profile members of the British link-up crew? Was Tommy Lee Sparta the man behind the trigger? That's a question many people are asking. Was Tommy Lee the one that ordered the hit against Oney British and Father Roy Fowl? That's another question that the streets is asking. But we're not here to point fingers and we're not here to speculate. But trust me, based on the evidence that I've gathered so far, it doesn't look good for the dancehall entertainer, considering the fact that he's on a 3-year sentence already for the possession of the gun. Now, many people have speculated that Tommy Lee might not be behind the hit behind these two individuals, as he might just have came across a firearm that was hot. Now, a firearm that is so hot, linked to the high-profile killing of two prominent and popular personality within the Jamaica local space. What does this mean for the dancehall entertainer? Will the dancehall entertainer be charged for these crimes? Or will he have to spill the beans on where he got the possession of this gun from? Now, that raised many questions than answers, considering the fact that these cases had gone cold for some time. And now with the retrieval of this firearm, it has shed more light on what might have happened to Father Roy Fowl and Oney British. But the dancehall entertainer right now is caught in the center of this whole entire mayhem. Will he get off these two crimes that he is now being accused of committing? But at the end of the day, the man is innocent until proven guilty. However, the evidence that I've gathered so far is pointing in his direction. So whether or not he does go to trial for this, the police have substantiated evidence in order to have him go to trial for these crimes committed recently. Now, when we look what is going on in our local music space, it's very sad to see the number of entertainers that are getting caught in real serious situations as it relates to crime and violence, and even more so, criminal activities that is resulting in the demise of others. Now, we have seen Vybz Kartel falling victim to the system, Ninja Man also, and now Tommy Lee Sparta, who is a popular and prominent figure within the local dancehall music space now is in a boiling pot of hot water based on these new revelations that broke yesterday in relation to this weapon being linked to two high-profile killings. Now remember, Roy Fowl was a popular and influential figure. So too is MVr3ers. What is really going on within our dancehall music space? What is really triggering these recording artists to turn to crime and violence? I am not here to justify or defend any of these dancehall entertainers, but it looks very bad on the outskirts if you are looking in at what is going on within our local music and how many of our entertainers are getting caught within the system and being charged for some serious criminal activities. Now back to Sparta. Sparta is a very influential and popular dancehall figure, both locally and internationally. Now with this new revelation that broke yesterday in relation to this weapon being linked to two high-profile cases that the police had been investigating for some time and had turned their shoulders on. Now these files are open and the police are about now to carry out a thorough investigation to ascertain what was the real motive behind this. Now this firearm that was taken from the dancehall entertainer is the same firearm used for the demise of these two high-profile figures. Now, this left Tommy Lee right now in a very sticky and uncomfortable position as he gonna have to spill the beans on where he got this firearm from. Unless he just want to join Vybz Kartel and Ninja Man with a life sentence. Now let me provide you with the latest update that we have in relation to what really transpired yesterday, leading up to these revelations being made in relation to the gun that was taken from the dancehall entertainer. Now it has come to the public understanding that the ballistic tests have revealed that an illegal gun seized by the police from the waistband of popular dancehall entertainer Sparta was used to murder two high-profile members of the British link-up crew back in 2019. The test revealed that the firearm was used to kill Owen Clark and Alfonso Harriet. Clark is known as Roy Fowl or Father Fowl. Harriet is popularly known as MVr3ers. Now, as you remember, these were two high-profile cases that had the police busy back in 2019. And up to date, the police did not really establish any real motive behind these killings until recently when it was proved that the same gun that was taken from the waistband of Sparta was the same gun that was linked to the taking out of the two high-profile members of the British link-up crew. It doesn't look good for the dancehall entertainer. These are dark days ahead for Sparta. Both Roy Fowl and MVr3ers were well-known dancehall personalities who for many years were the organizers of the popular British link-up entertainment event in Jamaica and the United Kingdom. Roy Fowl was killed by a gunman in February 2019 while he partied at an event near Halfway Tree in St. Andrew. Days later, in March of the same year, MVr3ers was taken out by a gunman on Mountain View Avenue in Kingston. It's understood that the ballistic investigations show that the cartridge casing and the projectiles which were found at the scene of both murders were discharged from the same gun that Sparta was found with back in 2020. Law enforcement sources reveal that Tommy Lee was interrogated by police in connection with these two crimes, but he has so far denied any involvement with them. The dancehall entertainer given name is Leroy Russell Jr. pleaded guilty to illegal possession of firearm and ammunition in March of this year. Lee was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment. Investigation into the entertainer continues. Meanwhile, the attorney representing Sparta has stated that the entertainer had no involvement in the demise of these two high-profile figures, and stated that he will continue to maintain his innocence and try to bring his client to freedom in the shortest possible time.
We're aware. We won't comment beyond saying we certainly have never been involved in any shootings, murders, or any acts of violence. We took responsibility for our actions on a particular day, in that having or being in possession of a firearm, and that is the end of the comments we are prepared to make at this time.
But all I can say, it doesn't look good for our family at this very current time, based on the fact that whichever way it goes, this was the actual gun that was used for the demise of Oney British and Father Roy Fowl. So there must be some linkage. Even if Tommy Lee wasn't the man behind the trigger, this was the gun used. So Tommy Lee might have got himself involved with a gun that was actually hot on the street, committing a whole other crime. Remember, Tommy Lee might could have just purchased this gun from someone, and he is now being linked to these two crimes. Whether or not now Tommy Lee will be charged for these two killings of Mr. Roy Fowl and Oney British, it still remains a mystery, as he is maintaining his innocence throughout the entire proceeding. So we just try to just track this story and just follow it to the T, because this is a really serious and breaking development that came out yesterday in relation to the ballistic test, proving that Tommy Lee's Sparta gun was in fact responsible for these two crimes that were committed back in February of 2019 and March of 2019. And these two individuals would have been two high-profile members of the British link-up crew. This case had gone cold for some time, and with this new evidence, I believe that the police now will reopen an investigation into the killing of these two individuals. But we'll continue to track this story though and provide you with the latest. If there's any more update to come on this has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this development, and just let me know how you feel in general about what is going on in our country. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out. Much respect goes out to you, the viewers, for always continuing to support the movement of Links 007 TV. Have a blessed day. And all I can say, good luck, Tommy Lee Sparta.